So let's get through the season review of 2020 to 2021. It was a slightly successful year for Lincoln City. It's a shame that we didn't win the League One title, but we have got promoted. That's the main thing. Let's go to the squad hub. In these episodes, it's a nice, chilled out, relaxed session, me on the controller, just talking about my players. Then we have a look at the other leagues around Europe and see who we're going to be playing next season. But the main thing is the player growth and the stats of these guys. So Overburnson is the first one that we talk about. A lot of people hate him. Some people don't mind him. Nobody likes him. Nobody. He played 7 times with an average rating of 7.3. And yeah, that's him. Great. He's now third choice goalkeeper because nobody likes him. I think a lot of people like this guy though, the ostrich farming Mahmoud Kudai, who's gone up by 9 overall this year. I have been training him alongside Burnson. He's gone up nicely to 65, which is a decent overall for a third choice goalkeeper at this level. So we got Mahmoud Kudai, who's 21 years old. He played a staggering 54 times for us this season, having only 9 clean sheets, 7.4 average. So only a 0.1% more. So no, 0.1 of a rating more than Overburnson. So Kudai, I mean, occasionally drops absolute clangers, does make some heroic saves now and again. Fabio Keller, who we signed up in January, this was our big signing this season. Massive. And Weke's money coming into huge use by signing up this guy. Only averaged 7.0 through 3 games in League One. Not very convincing stuff there by 77 overall Fabio Keller. So there he is. Awesome. We got Perry NG, shush baby please. He's gone up by 2. Great, he's not played a single game. He's just there because he's Perry NG. Then you got Dennis Agimang. I don't think we've played this player before, but he does have a trait. Ooh, long throwing. Alright, Dennis Agimang is looking a little interesting with the trait on, which is nice because usually you guys from the youth academy, they're just bland, but at least Dennis Agimang has got some kind of spice to him. Here we go. The guy that we all wanted to see the stats for. It's Harvey Hall. And it really is. It's Harvey Hall. It's just, we need a statue already of this guy outside the stadium. He's so consistent. He's just so good. So disgustingly good. Over 45 games, he scored 34 goals, assisted an extra 15, which means in total he was involved in 49 goals in 45, an average rating of 8.3. Oh my goodness, really? That is madness, magic by Harvey Hall. The tributes are looking disgraceful. Now you can see that he's gone up by 4. I remember that he's a right back, so all the training that I've been doing behind the scenes with his finishing and his volleys, they don't go towards his overall, so that's just +4 in his defensive stats. I've been training him up. I wonder what he'd be like as a striker now. I presume he'd be around the same overall, personally. But there he is. And he's just overall a mammoth. I think it's like Tom Evans in that aspect. Apart from better finishing, I guess. So, Jamie Phillips now. We got a 3-star defender. Let's go to the status. There it is. Blocked from receiving transfer offers. All of them will be. So you can't see the potential, but really, at this point, I think you've got a good understanding of who's going to stay and who's going to fade away from this first team from now until the end of the series. It's going to stay exactly the same. Well, it's going to stay very similar, I don't think I'm going to bring anybody in unless they've got a great name or some ridiculously amazing hair. Unless that happens, which is very, very unlikely anyway, the team is going to stay like this. Okay? That's why I brought them players in. That's why I did the financial takeover in January. We had some deadwood. We wanted to bring players in. We keep this team together. Hopefully, you can form an attachment to the people that we just brought in before the end of the series. And whatever kind of final team I put out for that Champions League match, you'll be like, oh, that guy actually deserves it. Great. Because you get the players like Nick Williams, who do deserve it through having a good season, but you never can get a connection to. Never. And then he goes off and wins it for Yeovil. I mean, really? Even I was like, we could have wrote a better story for that, to be honest. But it's just, who's there? Who's there in the right position? And that day, it was Nick Williams. So you got Jamie Phillips, played 34 times, only assisted a single goal, average rating of 7.6. His attributes are looking fine. A good little defender, slide tackle, heading, short pass, crossing, standing tackle. They're all in the greens, with standing tackle actually in dark green now. At 69 overall. Impressive stuff. Super Cooper, your tackles are so timely. And look at that pace on Super Cooper. I have been developing this lad. And mostly through the season it was like agility training. Trying to get his physicals up as much as I could possibly do. Before, right at the end of the season, switching the focus to defensive. So his standing tackles, his slide tackles started shooting up. He's gone from, I presume, like a 64. I think it was like 64 from maybe April to 70 at the end of the season. And I'm going to do a similar thing, maybe not to Super Cooper, but someone else this year. We mostly concentrate on his agility at the start of it, and then right at the end, smash his defending, because that is probably the way to go about doing it. We've got Abraham to 4. The Machine, the Mountain. I need to talk about Super Cooper stats. Okay. So Super Cooper played in 35 games and only had 4 clean sheets. It's really strenuous stuff at the back with this 3-man defence. So I wouldn't blame Super Cooper at all. I still think, even with Ninkovic in the side, I'd probably still have Super Cooper. Just because he is Super Cooper. A 4-2-4 with Ninkovic and Super Cooper at the back would be disgraceful behaviour, and the AI would never be able to break it down. Simple as. Abraham to 4. He's played 5 times with 2 clean sheets. All of his 5 appearances came in League 1. Let's have a look at his stat sheet. So his pace is not bad. His technicals still need to be improved. So this guy can be flying from 60 overall to somewhere else. Maybe he's the training possibility next season. He's only 16, so he might leave that out. Ninkovic, he's well on his way. He's very new, so he's only played 11 times. Only got the 1 clean sheet in them 11 times. But yet again, like Super Cooper, I am not fussed whatsoever. He's going to be a very, very good player. Like, I am super confident on both Cooper and Ninkovic. It's very simple. And you know what? There's many, many defenders. To say that we were in a terrible spot at one point with defenders, we've got loads of defenders now that can really do something. Including Peter Roberts. Like, honestly, Peter Roberts, once again, same thing with Super Cooper. Trained the agility, then stuck it on defensive for the last couple of months. So I think he was like 62 when the season finished, then he just shot up to 68. He's right there. He's just really decent. And he's a good sub to have. I always have him on the bench because, firstly, he's been here since the start, I think. He's got a good height on him. And you can rely on him. You can fall back on him if needed if someone gets sent off at the back, for instance. Obi Salawu, I mean, we've played him 4 times. He's not too shabby, but he's not on the same level of that Roberts, Harvey, Mayat. I think it would be between him and Isaac Robinson and the person to go next out the centre-backs if we are to get rid of someone. I don't think that should happen, really. To be fair, if it was down to these two, I think it would have to be Salawu, because Robinson just... I don't know what it is with Robinson. It's just nice to have him around. Isn't that weird to say? I don't know. But there's the stat sheet for Obi Salawu. And then Isaac Robinson. At least Isaac Robinson got a couple of clean sheets. Did play a lot more. Salawu did have a higher average rating. He had a great little game in the FA Cup, whoever he played against. So there's Isaac Robinson. His attributes look like this. He's really quick. Maybe that's why I like him. He is absolutely rapid from a standstill. Good at jumping as well, which helps when he's only 5'11". Not some kind of height that I like at centre back, but it helps with the jumping. Then it gets to the big guy. The guy that I am trusting. Clifford Mayat. What a legend. He's back from the injury. He's only played 10 games this season, which was less than Isaac Robinson. It was less than Ninkovic. And Ninkovic came in January and didn't feature that much, which is incredible. But Mayat's here, 10 games, 3 clean sheets, an average rating of 7.8. Carabao Cup, look at this. 3 appearances, 2 clean sheets with an average rating of 8.4. Checker Trade Trophy, 2 appearances, average rating of 8.4. Oh man. He's got that 5-star weak foot. He's got 82 strength at 64, 18 years old. He could be, like Ninkovic, like Super Cooper, someone that we look back on for many, many years and go, wow, what a defender he was. Emmanuel Harvey might not be that guy, but he's the guy with the helmet on. And he's still a decent defender in his own right. You know, he's played 26 times and got a clean sheet 5 times out of them 26. Average rating of 7.6. You know, it's good stats. It's decent stats all the way around. Obviously scored twice as well. We were waiting so long for that first goal. I stuck him up front. He got him a goal, which is great. And then, in the run-up to try and catch up with Sheffield United, he grabbed a very vital one, which I was just like, oh, thank you, Harvey, thank you. And that was with his feet. So he's not bad with his feet as well. So, you know what? Good on you, Harvey, for not just being that guy with a helmet on, but being a decent centre-back as well. Will you be in the same class as Mayat, Ninkovic, Super Cooper? I have my doubts. But you're still Harvey. And you can ride the Harvey horse to victory with us. So, Nweke Kingdom scored 3 times this year. Clean sheets 5. That's a 1 in 4. If Nweke Kingdom's around, it's a 1 in 4 chance that we keep a clean sheet, which might sound terrible, but with the formation that we have, actually sounds alright. Like, that sounds fine. There he is, a 7.4 average rating. He's got a 5-star weak foot like Emmanuel Harvey. No, like Mayat. Emmanuel Harvey has no weak foot. But Nweke Kingdom, I like. I'm very surprised on how he's developing. And he's got a great name. Eric Adekunde. I want to get rid of him. He's an exciting prospect, 63 overall, 18 years old, not as good as Nweke Kingdom, not as good as Bjorn Running. And then we got this guy, and then we got Prince Samba. Many, many other people that we need to talk about. So, yeah, he's just there. He's got transfer listed. His attributes are solid. He's going to be a very good player, no doubt. But he just doesn't fit in with it. Just doesn't. And there's no space for him, especially when we've reduced the defenders to 3, and this guy is a left back. Nah. Shoulder Adu, similar. Like, do we actually have places for this guy? I don't know. Did he even play? He played twice. I can't remember when he played. And that's being honest. I just can't remember him on the pitch. So, sorry. That's you. Great. Oh, he's put his head down, doing a little bit of a shaking the head. Prince Samba, though? I did not expect him to have this kind of impact, should I say. 7 appearances, 2 goals, 3 clean sheets, an average rating of 7.4 for a 61-year-old. The only problem is I have no idea what his potential is. He just is Prince Samba. And I just bought him for the laugh, like Rocky Shoes. But the thing is, Prince Samba is actually a decent player. He's like Papa Baby. Like, we just signed him for the name, and he turned out to be really good. I'm just stunned that it was this guy instead of someone else. Christopher Mamah. Oh, now we are talking. The man for this season, really. Like, we can talk about Harvey Hall, we can talk about Yuko Ike. Yuko Ike had a phenomenal season himself. We'll get to his stats. But this man right here, yet again, it might not look like it with the clean sheets, but look how consistent his ratings are. Champions Trophy 7.8, EFL League One 7.6, Checker Trade Trophy 7.7. He does not have a bad game. Like, he was shaky in one of the recent episodes, made a couple of bad passes, one led to a goal, but once we just started passing it about with him, everything was fine. Nice and easy passing, built up his confidence. Mamah was back, and he started pinging it around. You know what? His wheel doesn't look great at all. His skill moves and weak foot are disgusting, aren't they? Wow. I mean, he is something very, very special, Christopher Mamah, and I can't wait to see what he can do in future games. And that's Mamah for you, in a nutshell. He is a great player. Dimitri and Zeza bought him for the hair, played 9 times, not a great average rating. I said in the stream itself, I don't think this guy's going to be good. And the reason for that, I think the height is going to be a big problem for him. 5'8", things are going to get smashed up to that kind of pocket that Nzez has tried to cover, protect, and he's not going to win a single thing with 5'8", but he's there for the hair. Joel Tuomi, I expected more. I'm not going to lie. He played 18 times. It's not like I didn't give him a chance. He's gone up by 7. Don't think I even trained him, so this is just natural progression. He is I think his potential to be special, so this is 90. This is a 90-plus player right here, which you can expect with the 7+ on the attributes. And Carabao Cup, that's good. Goals 2, assists 4, clean sheets 2, average rating of 9.1. That's great. But anything out of the Carabao Cup, he's been there, but he's not been standout. Here are his stats so far. I think once he gets like mad acceleration, because obviously FIFA is just built upon pace, especially this year. This year it's more there, it's more clear to see. Once he goes to dark green pace, maybe we see the best of Joel Tuomi. Who knows? Elegio Castaneda, I think maybe, because I know Castaneda has the good physicals, I know Yuko Ike has dark greens, if I'm right in thinking. Let's find him. Yeah, Yuko Ike's got serious dark greens. So I think they're helping them players out massively at the moment. Maybe when Joel Tuomi gets to that level of speed, maybe we start to see some of it. But Castaneda had an average an average season. I'll maybe say slightly below average, but let's have a look at the stats. He scored 18 goals with 22 assists. Now, 22 assists is massive. That is an unbelievable amount of assists. Only 3 clean sheets when you play Castaneda, though. That's interesting. 3 clean sheets. So he's obviously not the defensive type. And he plays on... Well, he would be playing on the same side as Rui Faria. So them two partnered up with one another. Not going to give any kind of defensive effort for the guy behind them, which usually would be Running. But Running had a great season, and that might be why he had a great season, because he didn't have any other cover, so he was always there. And he had to be always there. But what a player Castaneda is. To go into that last match, knowing that we needed 4 goals against the Coventry side that we knew were going to be defensive, and to put in a performance like that to try and win the league for your team, that was impressive. No matter how many jokes we can... Excuse me. No matter how many jokes we can make about Castaneda winning the league in May, like the song says, he genuinely tried to win the league in May. And that, I have lots of respect for. So, next one up. Ollie Mason didn't play that much. 32 were mostly off the bench, I'm presuming. 3 goals, not a great return. 2 assists, even worse. Clean sheets, though, was solid. He was very good defensively. And I like that. I like that hard-working winger, even though he's not going to pass Yuko Ike, because I think Yuko Ike can do a little bit defending, but his attitude attacking is way better than any of our other wingers. Like, he is such a hard worker going forward, when I didn't think he was going to turn into anything at all. I can't wait to see Yuko Ike's stats, because I can't even remember how many Yuko Ike scored, but I was editing a little bit of the full video that will come in a couple of days' time, and I was thinking, Yuko Ike might have got a really decent return for this season. I know he scored a lot, but I might be surprised. I'm pretty sure he might be on double figures for both goals and assists, which would be insane. Ilpo Vilho played 39 times. People were saying, get Rui Faria off the pitch and play Ilpo Vilho more. Like, I know Rui Faria will play more than 39 times, I'm pretty sure of it. But Vilho, who was apparently the guy who he replaced, also played 39 times. Scored 6, assisted 10. These are good stats by Ilpo Vilho. Like, this is a guy that is already 77 overall. He's going to be well up there. I think he's an exciting prospect. He's a strong player. Ed Lee, good year for him. He's knocked Charlie Green out of position. Look at them average ratings. But forget the Champions Trophy. That's knocking his average rating a little bit. Yeah? Champions Trophy was right at the start of the season. He was young. League 1, 7.9. The Carabao Cup only played once, 7.3. Checker Trade Trophy, 8.6. 8.6. Totals, 5 goals, 3 assists, 4 clean sheets in a 19 appearance season. That is a good return. So is this. Stefan Magnusson, 6 goals, 6 assists, 5 clean sheets from 21 games. 8.1 average rating. So that could even be classed as a better season. I knew Magnusson was developing. Like, when I was playing with him, I was like, oh, okay, alright, I'm feeling in Magnusson. His strength. Well, I wonder if his strength has really come on. No, his strength's only 43, but he feels like he's built up more. Maybe it's the ball control, maybe it's the dribbling. But it feels like he's becoming more from a teenager to a man. Like, there is development there. Quiroga. I don't know what to make of Quiroga. He's got 99 ball control. You expect the world from him. And he just doesn't deliver. Sign him up again. Maybe we go ahead with the joke that we sell him on next year just to buy him back the next. I really don't know if there's a place for Zacharias Quiroga, and that's just simply put, he's Venezuelan. That's the positive. People were saying no, keep him because he's Venezuelan. Just because he's Venezuelan. I mean, right, great, thanks. Ronnie Latovlevici, I think he was let down by Charlie Green. And I know I'm blasting Charlie Green here, but seriously, I can't say anything positive about Charlie Green. His free kicks are alright sometimes. That's it. Like, everything else, someone's better than at the club. Like, shooting, a lot of people are better than him. Dribbling, a lot of people are better than him. Free kicks, no, he might have that one. He might. But there are occasionally another couple that I might want to take free kicks with. So I think Ronnie Latovlevici, being the deeper one of the two in midfield for most of this season, might have got a little bit shortchanged. He only played 21 times. I think he had a little bit of a injury with the Romanian national team. Averages are good. Latovlevici's averages are actually really, really decent. But he only made one goal. And that was a very important goal, right? Don't get me wrong with that. But he only made one goal, not even an assist, for a centre mid that's played 21 times this season. It's not good, man. Rocky Shoof's played twice. He's just there because his name's Rocky Shoof's. And this is the kind of impact that I really thought Prince Samba would make. But Prince Samba actually became a little bit better. Charlie Green went up by 3 this season to a 75. He scored 4, he assisted 4, he got 4 clean sheets with an average rating of 7.6, 28 games, as basically a central attacking midfielder scoring 4. Yeah. Ed Lee, let's just compare that. Ed Lee scored 5 in 19. Charlie Green scored 4 in 28. Man, Ed Lee got the exact same amount of clean sheets, 1 less assist, and a higher average rating. The overall difference is extreme. That's a 9 overall difference, and Ed Lee has absolutely pounded him statistically. What are you doing, man? His valuation is 11.5 million, but I am not selling him. We're going to keep the faith. Backup Charlie Green is still a very good backup to have. Luis Sandoval. Great chant. I never get rid of this guy because he has one of the best chants. Got a decent... No, actually, I can't... The thing is, the only saving grace here is that Sandoval usually comes on as a substitute. So most of these 35 appearances come off the bench. So 3 goals, 6 assists is pretty decent. 4 clean sheets, average rating 7.1. Like, it's a good assist. That's it. I can't... Very much in the same bubble as Charlie Green, but he's a little bit better because he kind of contributes more, and he's got a great chant. There we are. Rui Faria played 35 times. Ilpo Vilho played more than Rui Faria. So why are people saying that Rui Faria was taking Ilpo Vilho's spot up? That's so weird. Obviously, Ilpo Vilho might have come on from the bench, but yeah, I mean, Rui Faria is terrible. Let's not lie about this. Let's not beat around the bush. He's so bad. He played 35 times, he scored twice, and I think they both came from DK slider setup that I crushed. And I'm like, this ain't the slider setup for me. His average rating is 7.2. Oh my goodness, Yuko! Stop. There's his attributes. Rui Faria. He should be alright. Like, the physicals are there. The ball control is not. Maybe we concentrate on Rui Faria's ball control. That could be profitable. Who knows? Rui Faria! Oh, there he is. 16 goals for Rui Faria through 40 games. An average rating of 7.8. Oh, man. It doesn't even... Like, there's so much there that we can improve on this guy. He's just showing great potential players, so he's going to be 80 plus. So we wait until he gets to 80, and then we start fine-tuning him and seeing what we can and can't do with the lad. His long shots are there. Like, oh man. This is a disgusting player. And he doesn't even look... He looks very... It looks camouflaged in some of the crazy stats that we can see through here. He looked kind of camouflaged. He looks like he should be bang average, but this guy is something very special. And there he is. Very good. Got to bursting now. He's recently arrived from Middlesbrough for £2.35 million. Is Nicholas Bursting? He's got a couple of goals, made 4 assists. Average rating of 7.5. Great. There he is. There's his attributes. Skill moves 3 stars, weak foot 4. Got good physicals. Ball controls there. His finishing will probably not be at the moment. 63. What is it with regen strikers just not having anything like that? It's silly. Anyway, there it is. Beautiful. Sonarel Tama, the Chad lad, he made 1 assist in the 4 games that he played. 2 clean sheets, though. One of the good returns. Like, one of the best returns all season. Yes, he is a striker, but so what? Defending starts from the front. Attributes. Solid physicals. I don't know what kind of potential this guy has. I just really wanted him because he was a guy from the Chad. That's it. Sound. So don't hate me. It was just something I really wanted to do. Petrus Bong. You can't go wrong with a bit of Petrus Bong. Really solid return. I think... Oh, Yuko Ike nearly got there with Petrus Bong. I thought... Wait, hang on. Where is he? Yuko Ike... Okay, yeah. Petrus Bong finished well behind Harvey Hall. Well behind. But for the early stages of the season, he scored goals for fun. And then Yuko Ike took over a little bit. Harvey Hall, very consistent throughout. He just smashed it out of the park like he normally does. Look at Ed Kelly's return. Man, here's Petrus Bong. Yeah, again, really solid stats all the way through. And there's so much we can improve upon. We get to Ed Kelly. Scored 10 goals in 24 appearances with an extra 7 assists. Average rating of 7.7. That's nowhere near the Petrus Bong 8. Yuko Ike 7.8. But Ed Kelly is definitely there for contention. He could be brought on at any time and possibly pop up with a goal. That's what Ed Kelly is. Nuno is a hard worker. I just signed him because he's got great hair. I think he's showing great potential, so you could get a good striker out of him. But he's never going to be first team. Like, all the strikers that I brought in January, they're just not going to be first team because that front three of Castaneda, Petrus Bong and Harvey Hall are already iconic. You already can symbolise Lincoln City with them 3 players. Like, they are the trio. The Trinity. Yeah? But you know, Nuno did fine. 1 goal, 1 assist, an average rating of 7.3. All 6 appearances came in League One when everybody was more concentrating on the Checkatrade Trophy. Thomas Apare. There we go. 1 club player, remember. There he is. He's already switched allegiances, but that's fine. He's gone up by 1 to a 71 overall, and he's just well built. There he is. I have big hopes for him, even though he couldn't finish. What's his stats like? He scored 1. That's great. Made 1 assist at average rating of 7.6. And that's it. That is the end. Wow, okay. Got through that quite nicely. Only thing left to do, I think, other leagues. Let's check these out. We've got Belgium, Anderlecht, Brazil, Cruzeiro. Not too sure about the pronunciation of Brazilian names. Denmark got Copenhagen. We've got Manchester City for the Premier League title. Won that quite comfortably. In the Championship, Watford, Crystal Palace are up. One of Nottingham Forest, Leeds, Reading, Derby, they already up. And down at the bottom here, we will not be playing Charlton. We will not be playing Portsmouth. We'll not be playing Bolton. And I think that's it for the Championship. Is it a 4-player? Is it a 4-team drop in the Championship? I'm not too sure. It's not going to tell me. Anyway, them bottom 3 we're definitely not going to play. So if we go across, that was England, France, we got PSG. They ran away with the title. Bayern Munich in Germany. Juventus, 96 points. Then in the Netherlands, we got the PSV team of 2021. Portugal, Sporting Lisbon. Zenit St. Petersburg in Russia. Scotland was Celtic. Barcelona over Atletico Madrid. Real Madrid finished third, well behind. 11 points behind their big rivals Barcelona. And fierce rivals Atletico Madrid were 7 points ahead. It's crazy. So I think that's it. Turkey Fenerbahce, that's it. LA Galaxy. This season is well underway in the United States. So that's all you need to know about the standings. All that's left for me to do is thank you for watching this video, first of all, and get on with the next one. Oh, by the way, this is the table. Right, okay, you might want to know this. The table for the World Cup qualification, I think. We are in third. I've been basically fixing these matches, so just to make sure that Finland do get into the World Cup final. Because I don't want to make it a massive series. It might be terrible. In fact, I feel like it will probably be terrible with Finland. I might just play Ilpo Vilho up top, or maybe Vilho Tuomi with Leo Tuomi on the wing. I don't know. I really don't know how I'm going to play it. I have started scouting players from Finland, which also I can show you. We've got 2 more games in that World Cup qualification stage, by the way, because in 2022 there'll be a World Cup, which would be held in Qatar in real life, but I doubt that's going to happen here. Youth staff. Okay, Youth Academy is looking like this. Some solid players, you know, just nice and decent. Mostly defenders, but we did find ourselves a striker in there. And so we'll talk about these more at a later date. I don't know what's happening with them yet. But at least there's some kind of progression. They will definitely be making the plane to Qatar if we can make it, which we will, because I'm going to fix the games. And that is all from this season, I think. Yep. I am done. So, we press advance, we wait for it to tick over, and I can say this has been Cutzy. Thank you for watching this episode of Youth Squad Legends. If you've enjoyed it, then please give the video a like. If you're not subscribed yet, press the red box, press the bell icon for mobile notifications. And wow, Mats Hummels has gone to Tottenham Hotspur. That's it. I'm gone. See you in a bit.